Okay, so I know I said I wasn't gonna make any more form videos on this channel. That might have been a little bit of a lie. I did wanna move away from making form videos the sort of main point of my channel, and I think I've done a good job of doing that. However, since making that video, I have made changes to my form and worked on certain things. And there is one particular thing that I think is incredibly important. I think I've been doing wrong for years, and I really want to talk about, because one, I've noticed pretty much every pro that throws far does this thing right, and a lot of amateurs do it wrong. So I hope this will help a lot of other people that maybe weren't thinking about it the right way or didn't really realize that this was as important as it is, can sort of see how important it is. So I'm just gonna get right to it. It's sort of two parts, but it all comes from one cue. And that cue is getting your elbow up. So what I would do is I kind of took that keeping your whole body relaxed to a bit of an extreme. And I would kind of have my arm low and relaxed at the start of the throw. And what that would do is, if we get this behind profile, if I'm throwing this direction, if I'm in this position and I try to rotate to reach back, I'm like pointed out this way. And so in order to get a reach back, I have to kind of round my arm out a little bit to get straight back. Otherwise, because my elbow is pointed like behind me almost, my reach back naturally is gonna go this way. So one of two things would happen. One, well, if I tried to throw like rollers or anhyzers, I would pretty much have to round my arm out a whole bunch. Or two, my reach back would just come way out here, and then when I would come in, I would either, if I hit the power pocket, pull out to the right, or I would just kind of be coming into a looser pocket so that I can get it forward, because my reach back was just way out this way, which was not very controlled. I want my reach back to be a little bit straighter backwards. Additionally, it also makes all of the movement much more efficient. I noticed that my arm was kind of like, for lack of a better term, like really loose and like wobbly almost, like it would kind of like sling out. And I wanted to be more, as I noticed a lot of distance throwers on tour are a lot more controlled in their reach back. They kind of get straight back and then forward, and the disc isn't moving a whole lot. They seem, while they're like probably loose, they're in a lot of control of the disc and their arm. Yeah, like efficiency is really important. You don't want to be doing all these extra movements and your arms flopping around, the disc is moving. It's going to just slow everything down, and it's going to also create timing issues. So why do we want to get our elbow up? The reason we want to get our elbow up is because we want to be able to reach back as efficiently as possible and create room for the disc to go straight backwards as soon as we rotate. We don't want to have to create that room by bringing our arm out as we start throwing. I'll throw a video on the screen of me throwing from this angle, and you'll see, because I'm holding the disc here, my arm kind of comes up and comes out like this. So in order to not do that, elbow has to come up, and then the second part, after your elbow is up, is to get the disc to just go straight back. And if you are doing like more of a hyzer release, where you're leaning your body forward so you can get that hyzer release, it's less up. It's still in that position. It's just a little bit more of like an athletic stance. Sometimes I'll think of my elbow pointing down, but it's the same thing. My elbow is not tucked into my side, it's off my body. It's creating room, and then I'm almost like pointing my elbow straight down to the ground, and it's just that straight reach back. So it's the exact same thing. So I'm gonna do like a couple throws to kind of show how this change is important. I'll do one the old way I used to throw it, and then I'll try and do it with the new change. This has only been something I'm working on for like a month or so I'm not gonna do it perfect, and I'm probably gonna also overthink things because I'm doing it on camera. Let's start off with a throw. I'll try and do it sort of with that relaxed arm down, elbow not up, and I think you'll kind of hopefully see the inefficiencies and the leaking of power that I'm doing by not getting that elbow up and creating that path for my arm to go straight back. So I could literally feel it. My reach back was just so much more pronounced. It required so much more effort to get into that position because I had to do more to get my arm around my body. All right, now I'm gonna try and throw three, and I'm gonna try and do it what I'm gonna call the correct way. And hopefully this demonstrates what I'm trying to get at here. So hopefully that you can kind of see that straight reach back, much more efficient, a lot less movement going on. Something I've also tried to do is like not reach back out here, but kind of more across my body, because if you don't turn your body, you can't reach back like this, right? Because you're reaching it back across your body, because you kind of want to go out here. But you have to realize that when you start that reach back in that direction, you're also rotating your body to get straight back. And I would kind of like think, well, I can't do this, I have to kind of do this. So I would start my reach back and go kind of out too much. I mean, you don't want to go like straight directly back, but I'm trying to kind of trust myself to get that straight reach back a little bit more. That was a little more of a flex shot. Ground is all wet here, so I'm slipping around a little bit. I'll do one more, slightly more understable disc. I'll try to throw on like a little bit of a hyzer here. Also, use code SUMMER on otbdisc.com for the rest of the summer to get free shipping on your order at checkout. Okay, one more just because I didn't like that one. There we go. That's perfect. Or at least it felt good, I don't know. It might still suck, I'm still working on it. Anyway, that's it. That's sort of the big form thing that I've been working on, the thing that I noticed. Don't expect a bunch of form videos, maybe like 1 or 2 a year based on what I'm working on. I really am trying not to work on form too much anymore because I think my form is getting to a point where I'm pretty happy. I always say that and then I always work on stuff. So like, if you're like me, you're probably always looking for things to critique about yourself, but this one's probably pretty important if you are doing it the way I used to do it. So hope that was helpful. Hope you liked seeing a form video from me. It's gonna be rare. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace.